The pre-match focus on Neymar. 4 goals in 3 games, you can't argue with that. The action is live, next. And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. I'm Derek Ray here in the commentary position, and joining me will be Lee Dixon. And what we have coming up for you is the quarter-final first leg in the Cup. It's Colombia against Brazil.
Yeah, thank you, Derek. Great atmosphere bubbling away here. Home advantage has to count in this first leg, and they are big favourites. I was always a big fan of when playing at home, you really attack the visitors from the start. See what they're made of, put them under pressure.
The initial 11 today for the hosts. Jefferson Lerma starts alongside James Rodriguez in central midfield. And the role of lone striker has gone to Luis Muriel. And this confrontation is underway. Munoz. And Lerma. Arias. Luis Diaz. Now potential danger. Keeper did his job to begin with. Not a time for composure on the ball. Ball's gone. Plenty of options. Jefferson Lerma. Well, who will be the player to decide the outcome, to determine the course of events? No reason at all why it won't be this man. Lee, what do you anticipate seeing from him?
Well, we say to each other in the back four, don't give him a yard because he will score. Don't give this lad half a yard. He's such a great finisher.
Accurate pass upon accurate pass. Fabinho. Marquinhos. Casemiro. In a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage here. Neymar. And the cross is very much on. Determined defending. Duvan Zapata. Cuadrado. It's with Zapata. It is a decent-looking attack here. Cuadrado. Muriel. And unable to keep the ball. Fabinho. Now Casemiro. Alexandro. And the referee spotted the foul but has played advantage. Casemiro. Oh, it might be. Well, he couldn't worry the keeper with that effort. A terrific defending to stop them progressing. James Rodriguez. Jefferson Lerma. And Diaz has it. Luis Muriel. James Rodriguez. The keeper diving magnificently to make sure he got there. They favoured a short one here. Teammate in support. The goal appeared to be at his mercy, but defenders always have a part to play in these situations.
Well, if you can't block the shot, put the forward off, and that's exactly what happened there, but it's just off target.
Lost possession. Well, the attack looks promising. Duvan Zapata. The ball with James Rodriguez. Terrific block there. Fabinho. This is Neymar. Fabinho. Now Neymar. Can he give them the lead? And there it is, the opening goal, 1-0, and they'll feel they deserve it.
Well, Derek, the keeper's not going to want to see the replay of this. Completely caught out at his near post. Shocker.
Well, let's have another view of that goal. The opening goal of the game then. Luis Diaz. It's with Davinson Sanchez. James Rodriguez. Well, what can they do to stop him running at them? Bad pass. Well, not giving him any breathing room. He takes aim, and somehow he prevents a goal.
Well, it looked a certain goal, Derek. The agility, the reflex is unbelievable. Well, the crowd are doing their bit. Can the players do theirs? They need an equaliser.
And now the delivery. And a goal! An end-to-end game, and they weren't behind for long.
Well, here it is again. Ball into the box from the corner, and he gets up for the header. Quite frankly, it's a lovely finish. Brilliant goal.
Well, the goal again, albeit from a different angle. Even Steven, one apiece in this match. Alexandro. Casemiro. Looking for that final pass, looking for the goal that would put them ahead. Arias, pressing high to win the ball. Has a go! And a goal it is to put them in front again! No less than they deserve!
Well, Derek, as we see it again, it's a big mistake. You try to teach youngsters not to get caught in possession and be aware of what's around you. He has no clue, and he pays the price.
Well, as they kick off again, 2-1 the current state of affairs. Duvan Zapata. Oh, a nice-looking pass. In it goes! To square the game! What a contest this is turning out to be!
Well, the lead barely lasted a few minutes and they're right back in it. Conceding a goal after you've just scored, almost criminal.
A chance to revisit the goal. And it's level again here. Both sets of fans being put through something of an emotional mangle. And the referee has added on 2 minutes of stoppage time. Marquinhos. Casemiro. And there it is, the half-time whistle. Well, we're highlighting him for a reason. He's bossing the game and giving the defenders headaches, Lee.
Well, he knows where the goal is, he really does. Goals flying in all over the place. He's calm in front of it. Goalie's nightmare.
And this confrontation is underway. Teammate and support. The goal appeared to be at his mercy, but defenders always have a part to play in these situations.
Well, if you can't block the shot,
Fabinho. Now Neymar. Can he give them the lead? And there it is, the opening goal, 1-0, and they'll feel they deserve it. Well, not giving him any breathing room. He takes aim. And now the delivery. And a goal! An end-to-end game, and they weren't behind for long. Arias, pressing high to win the ball. Has a go! And a goal it is to put them in front again! No less than they deserve! Oh, a nice-looking pass. In it goes! To square the game! What a contest this is turning out to be! teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences. Well, they couldn't keep it. Luis Diaz. The ball with James Rodriguez. Well, far from the ideal pass. Casemiro. It looks promising. It's got to be! Oh, off the post, still alive. Did well to win the ball back.
Well, he thought he'd done everything right, he really did, but not to be.
Luis Muriel. It's with Zapata. Still on level terms, moving the ball nicely. James Rodriguez. Unable to keep the ball that time. Neymar. Fabinho now. Have they given him too much space? Casemiro. Well, they're eyeing that final pass, you just feel. Now Casemiro. The cross is on. Casemiro. Well, a textbook interception. And 30 minutes left for play in this match. Not much defensive cover there on the flank. And a useful cross. Can they put it away? Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. Neymar. Oh, he's really opened them up here. And nothing positive comes of it, unfortunately. Jefferson Lerma. And Lerma. It's with Davinson Sanchez. Oh, that's an interesting pass. Just needs to stay calm. That's a fairly easy save for any keeper to make. Well, it was completely miscontrolled. Disappointing. Now, what can they do from here? James Rodriguez. And stopped there by Marquinhos. Well, he knew what he was doing defensively with the concession of that throw-in. Substitution time it is. Could cross it in here. Well, they no longer have the ball. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Uribe. Luis Diaz. Duvan Zapata. Excellent vision. It's with Zapata. And it's in from James Rodriguez.
Well, let's see that strike again. First time is always very, very difficult to strike a ball. The timing has to be right, the technique has to be right, but above all, you have to concentrate on the ball as it's coming to you. You know you're not going to take a touch. Concentration is everything.
What a big moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here? Fabinho. Now Casemiro. Roberto Firmino. Casemiro. Well, getting it forward, but they need an equaliser. Takes the shot. Good defending to prevent the chance. Munoz. And they'll be a bit annoyed to have lost the ball. Neymar. Well, they need to get tighter. Marquinhos. Space and time for the cross. Giving it a try. And the keeper making sure that there were no scraps to feed on for the attackers. Mateus Uribe. Munoz. The ball with James Rodriguez.
Well, the crowd have reacted to this effort the players are putting in. They just need to keep their concentration and the game should be theirs.
Well, that attack going up a dead end, and the keeper has the ball. 1 minute remaining. And the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. Luis Diaz. Frank Fabra. And that is that. The referee blows the full-time whistle. And a night for the home fans to enjoy, certainly. They won't be getting totally carried away, but the home side with the advantage going into the return leg.
Well, going into a first leg, you take a lead before a ball is kicked. They've got that lead. Can they keep it in the second leg? Really delicately poised, this one.
Teammate and support. The goal appeared to be at his mercy, but defenders always have a part to play in these situations.
Well, if you can't block the shot...
Fabinho. Now Neymar. Can he give them the lead? And there it is, the opening goal, 1-0, and they'll feel they deserve it. Well, not giving him any breathing room. He takes aim. And now the delivery. And a goal! An end-to-end game, and they weren't behind for long. Arias pressing high to win the ball. Has a go. And a goal it is to put them in front again. No less than they deserve. Oh, a nice looking pass. with Zapata. And it's in from James Rodriguez.